video, we're gonna talk about how to stop being so hard on yourself. First things first, give yourself grace. We give everybody else grace but ourselves sometimes, and that is not fair. And I hope you do give other people grace, like your children and this and that. An example of giving yourself grace is today when I woke up, I didn't really feel good. Like I didn't really feel good about creating content. But once I started doing my makeup, I was like, you know what? I do have messages that are delivered to me from God. I have something to offer because there's so many things that I have overcome. I had really big moments in my life where I didn't like my life. I didn't like myself. And that is just totally not who I am anymore. I love me. I love myself. I love my life. And then I give myself grace to change that and to alter that whenever I choose. This is something that I have developed, and I had to overcome the ability of not being able to give myself grace and not being able to give others grace. So I had to tell myself, this is just fear, and it is okay for me to feel this. But at the end of the day, I show up to work every single day with a positive mindset. So I need to show up to my passions every single day with a positive mindset. If I can learn how to give myself grace and then use that grace to show up for myself, then I can also share that with other people, which is what I'm doing right now. Giving yourself grace goes so far, and it is so important. Speak positive affirmations to yourself and affirm it's going to be all right. And then also you can give yourself grace by having an open heart. Like, you know what? I am open to whatever I receive today. For me, it's like I am open to this video being received by few or many. I'm opening my heart to that instead of limiting myself to, oh, but I'm not this, I'm not. No. I'm gonna give myself grace by saying it's okay that I have those emotions, but I know deep down I want to be received well. So give yourself grace. That's the first step. Gratitude. I need to just put that big on the screen. Gratitude. Grace and then gratitude. Listen, this is a big one. Having gratitude for the present. And I just recently did a short, I believe, on this. Being in the present is so real. You can't change it. You can't not be in the present. So when you were in the past, at one point that was the present. And in the future, that is going to become your present. So having gratitude is so important. And to say, you know what, I'm going to be happy with what I have right now. Because there was a moment that you prayed for that. There was a moment that you were in the waiting room or you were working hard to receive a goal or to achieve a goal, and then you achieved it. And a lot of times we don't give thanks and gratitude for achieving that or for where we are. The hard work paid off to get you to where you are today. So be thankful for that. Don't always be into the future where you're like, but now I want this and I want that. It's great to know what you want next, but you have to appreciate what you have right now first. You will never have that exact same present moment again because it is time, and time is not something you can decide. Time is not something you can alter, but it is something you can be appreciative of. It is something that you can utilize by giving yourself grace, giving gratitude, and just opening your heart to what is right now. And when you do that, you won't be so hard on yourself because you'll be like, look how far I have come. Look what I have achieved thus far. Look what I have. All of this that is around me is beautiful. I asked for it at one point and I'm so glad that I received it. I'm so glad that I did the work that it took to get me here today. That is what gratitude is, and that's what gratitude looks like, and it is so beautiful. There is nothing like having gratitude for the present moment. There is nothing like having gratitude for the right now and the things you have in your life, and those things are literally going to help you get what's next. But if you don't appreciate what you have right now, you're not going to appreciate what you have in the future. There was someone that recently achieved something really big, and they were giving a speech and they said, you know what, it's so hard to be in the present moment and receiving like all of these gifts and these congratulations, and because it's like you're always focused on the next big thing. Once you actually have someone remind you, like, stop, take a deep breath. Look at all you've created. Look at all God has created. Look at all others have created that you have been able to enjoy. I'm literally in the middle of creating what I have wanted to do for so many years. So for that, I am thankful. That is how you give grace and gratitude together. Do that for yourself. Do not be so hard on yourself. Give yourself that grace, and then you can have gratitude. Next, these two kind of go hand in hand together. It's get to work and grow in ways that make you happy. Whatever is making you doubt yourself or put yourself down, now it's time to do the work to not have that in your life, because it keeps making you feel bad or speak badly about yourself. So that means it's time to eliminate the problem. So first, we've given ourselves grace for having these emotions, these feelings, these thoughts, and then we've practiced gratitude for how far we have come. And now we are going to get to work so that we can grow, so that we don't have to be so hard on ourselves. The get to work part, only you know the answer to that. I'm not looking to be the person with all of the answers. No, I just want to spark something in your mind that helps you on the path that you are already on. You're already on your path, because that's why this video came in front of you. And if you're starting your journey, then I want to be able to provide you simple steps in order to make your life better. So that was the grace, gratitude, get to work, and then grow. When I say grow, I don't mean just like grow, because some people can kind of like grow into like a negative version of themselves. So that's why I'm reiterating growing in ways that make you happy. You want to be proud of yourself. That way you're not being hard on yourself. You're not speaking negatively to yourself because you're proud. You're like, dang me, I'm so happy with you, you know, like but that's for real. You need to grow in ways that make you happy. Become a person that you are going to be so happy to be with, that when things do happen, it's like, you're like, you know what? That's okay. This happened, but I am peaceful. I'm giving myself grace. I have gratitude for where I am. And I'm just continuing to just grow into this woman that I am just proud to be. Like, oh, like, I'm that girl. That's what I mean when I say grow in ways that make you happy, because otherwise you're going to be hard on yourself again and again and again. So do not forget the happiness in all of this. That happiness is what's literally going to keep you into this rhythm that makes you want to be you, and other people admire you for that. So please do not forget that. Please continue to not be hard on yourself. Not everything is gonna work for everybody, but you'll find ways how to tweak it into your life. And the more you consume content like this that's positive, that has a positive impact on your life, the more you'll figure out like your own groove to it. It just becomes a part of your subconscious and conscious mind, and you'll use it how it best applies to you. Grace, gratitude, get to work and grow. Grace, gratitude, get to work and grow. If you took something from this video, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot so that my channel can grow and YouTube can push my video out to the algorithm. Share it with anyone who needs to hear this message, and continue on your journey, continue on your research, and just know the next video coming out next week, because I would never forget about y'all. How could I? But if I did, I'm gonna give myself grace and gratitude, and then I'm gonna get to work, and then I'm gonna grow, and then I'm gonna post the next video, because that's just what it is. There's just something about when you hear yourself, it's like you remind yourself, like, girl, you know that. So do it. Apply it every time.